roughly 100 crore in this company. So in pre-open, we're seeing some moves among these counters. Also curious to know what an Eris Life is doing early on in trade. 1% higher on that one, I believe, in pre-open. They've acquired Swiss Parentals, a 30% stake in Swiss Parentals for around 423 crore, which is roughly 2% of their market cap, 1% higher on that one as well. Premier Explosives, they've won an order. Let's pull that one out. Well, that one is doing fairly well for itself. And BEL, curious to know what that one is doing. Well, not much, 0.5% higher on a BEL. Surya Roshni was among those stocks which were in focus as well. And I'm also curious to know what a Dr. Reddy's is doing early on in trade. Of course, that pre-open in terms of the rates settling. So we are getting a better sense of where we're going this morning, Aisha.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just counting down to the market open, and let's see after that 0.5% downtick, where is it that we head from there? Absolutely flat, just circling around that 26,000 mark. It's really about individual stocks like, Harsh was flagging off, the newsmakers that we're going to be keeping our eyes out on. Firstly, let's see the sectoral trends. What are banks up to? I did see a pop of green come by on HDFC Bank. Let's see whether that's the story with the rest of the banking pack as well, and whether there are any stocks which are holding out, or is it just a standalone case for HDFC Bank. Flat now. So after that initial pop, it settled down. ICICI Bank, of course, is still lower. 0.5% of a downtick is where ICICI Bank is currently sitting at. So that stock is currently around those 1362 odd levels in trade. Let's talk about the newsmakers then. Let's address Sunteck Realty, whether there's a big relief coming by on that stock price or not. We'll just come off you on your screens next. 1.5% higher for Sunteck as we speak right now. The Adani group of companies, the H1 EBITDA has hit a record of 47,375 crore rupees. There's also Apollo Hospitals. They've opened a new 400-bed quaternary care facility in Pune. There's DRL as well, which has got an EU nod for their osteoporosis drug. So that's the other one. Suryodaya Small Finance Bank, wherein RBI has announced, allowed them to capital raise stake. There's Sigal India, Eris Life Sciences, Premier Explosives, Surya Roshni. All these stocks are the newsmakers this morning. Siemens Energy, of course, that's the other one. Q4 revenues, an uptick of 27%, profit uptick of 31%. Order backlog also has jumped 47%. Siemens Energy will just come up for you on your screens next. Other than that, IT really seems to be that island of safety of late, or at least the bottom-up story that the market is fancied with in the interim at least. So TechM, Infosys, a KPIT ran up yesterday. So just look out for what those names do. And of course, others like Eicher Bajaj Auto also have been holding out well. Right now, that doesn't seem to be quite playing out.
Well, yeah, Realty in focus. It's the one which is standing out. And within that Realty pack, Phoenix Mills is up 2.5%. Raymond's doing fairly well for itself, 2% higher. So that trade seems to have flipped versus the last couple of days where Realty to be under a bit of pressure. Metal seem to be doing well as well. 0.25% higher on the metal index, Nifty India Defense Index. So all those which were languishing in trade yesterday, maybe day before as well, are coming back to the fore. What you're seeing is the Nifty IT Index obviously sulking, 0.25% lower. No support lent by the Nifty Bank, but the Nifty 50 is holding up fairly well for itself in contrast. Nifty Bank is flat. Nifty IT is down around 0.1%, and so is the Nifty 50, absolutely flat at the start of trade. I want to quickly look at the contributors as well. HDFC Bank, well, nothing major, frankly, within that contributors pack. Reliance in the red, ICICI Bank mildly in the red, both of those obviously contributing a bit to the kind of move on the Nifty, but very little to talk about, frankly, where contributors are concerned. Some stocks in broader markets which are showing a decent zing. Nuvoco Vistas is up 4% odd. So the restaurant brands stock is up 4%. Root Mobile is up 3.5+%. Teamlease, on the back of the kind of move it saw yesterday, is up another 3%. So that one in focus. Anupam Rasayan 3% higher. Go Fashion also doing fairly well for itself, 3% higher. Aisha.
Okay, that's pretty much it. Pretty quiet in trades. So let's find out which way is it going to tilt next? We've got Sridhar Sivaram to give us some insight on exactly that. Sridhar, hi, good morning. It's almost like the Nifty is testing